All right. Happy Thursday, beautiful people. Good to see you. Big waves out there. Let's get them going. A wave will put a smile on a face every day, every time. So good to see you. Good to see you. I told you we got a special guest today. So everybody over in Facebook, I know this is streaming live. Stay tuned. I've actually got I'm going to give away maybe a few books at the end today. So everybody's going to have a chance to win. And as this streams live, let us know where you're tuning in from in the chats and the comments. So I'm going to get right to it because we've got less than 15 minutes now. I don't want to take up any time, but I want to introduce to you Mr. Todd Nix, a great friend of mine and a great friend to our family. But one of the biggest reasons I wanted Todd to come on and speak to you guys today is because he exemplifies what we do here on the Coach's Corner. Every day he goes out and really tries to affect people in the community in a positive way. And I would just like to introduce him as a gentleman that has served our military, as a person that turned around and spent time in the law enforcement protecting citizens, that turned around and started helping um, the city, the city of Florence, where I live, in a lot of different segments, working directly with the mayor and working with campaigns and really helping there, to then turning around and running large organizations within our city. And now, as he's kind of, I can't really say he's retired. He's retired maybe from that sector of his life and moved on to another. And today he gives back to kids all across our area, and where most people could retire and say, that's it. It was a great career. He says, nope, it's not done. The service is not over. And today he spends every day affecting our kids, our youth in a positive direction, getting them prepared for the future of just being a better citizen, a better provider, a better person that can go out in the workplace and be more productive and really make a stamp on society. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you to hear from him. So without further ado, Mr. Todd Nix, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you, Brent. It's always great to be with you, and your friendship has been so good, and watching you and all the things you've been able to do from coaching to now in business is amazing. Are you hearing me okay?
I'm hearing you great. You're coming in loud and clear.
Well, thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here.
Well, I wanted to just share a couple things today. That I'm the partnership coordinator for Florence City Schools now, and I teach workforce innovations, which would apply to a lot of what you folks do in business. And one of the things that we're really concentrating on is training the brain right now, because what we're finding is you are who you are because of what you tell yourself. So you are who you are because of who you think you are. And I don't know if that applies to everyone as they think about and approach their day. But so we teach a class called Stop the Negative Self-Talk. And what I wanted to share today was just to get folks to understand that your brain is your greatest talent. And we've got to find a way as we go out to understand a couple of things. The first one is, and I tell the kids this, Brent, I tell them, I know Michael Jordan is a basketball player. They know Michael Jordan is a brand. But what's important is for your folks, and just like Brent Palmer is a brand, Todd Nix is a brand, we've got to protect that brand. We've got to market it. We've got to promote it. We've got to sell it. And we've got to understand that with doing that, we are inside our own company, and we've got to start talking to ourselves in a positive way. And I shared this with you last night. 80% of all the thoughts we have are redundant. We do them over and over. And so much of what we tell ourselves, better than 90%, statistics show, are negative. But that's not necessary. So we can find a way to get up every day, start telling ourselves positive things. I told you we teach kids, and I coach Brent's daughter for several years, but we teach young people how to run, throw, hit, shoot a basketball. But what we don't do with young people or adults is teach them how to train their brain. And so that's sort of my message today, is find a way to realize your greatest enemy sometimes is within. And you can change that starting today. You can't change the past, so don't live in it. So we're teaching our students, they'll get a class on this in about 11 o'clock today, is start with the voice inside your head being good, being positive, overcoming. You know, I heard Coach Saban say this, life is tough. Now that we realize that, we can move on and we can be productive, and the road's going to get curvy, but it's going to straighten back out. But if we'll start training our brains to do positive things and talking to ourselves in a positive manner, all of a sudden we'll notice things get a little better outside. And I'll share this with you. And I know I'm short on time today, but Abraham Lincoln once said, I don't understand how a man, he said, I understand how a man could look down from the sky and watch people and believe maybe there's no God. He said, but how can a man look up and see the stars at night and think there's no God? So his message was, what they found later was, if you keep looking up, you can't be depressed. It's clinically impossible. It's the same thing if you train your brain to think correctly and to see yourselves in a positive way, because just to get here, where you are today, you're a winner. You've overcame so much, and you're 96% richer than the rest of the world. And that's amazing, because all of us are blessed in so many ways, but sometimes we'll listen to the wrong voice in our head.
Todd, that it's so true. And that's exactly what we tell each other every morning in here when we pick a word. Somebody put in the comments, just so you know, they said, we need a Todd Nix in every one of our communities inside of the school system teaching this curriculum, because but not only for the kids, but as adults. I mean, you know, I was just talking with someone this morning about how much you have to feed your mind every day, you know, and put good in. It's like nourishment. It's like good food. And Todd, you if you could, as we end today, or any further thoughts you might have, you went to I guess school, if you will. Can you talk a little bit about working, you know, on the law enforcement side, and finding the book of Tony Robbins and really what that meant? You know, we talked about that a little bit last night.
So one of the books I found as a young police officer was Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. And I'm going to tell you, it was life-changing for me. There's a couple things that changed my life. One was being in a desert in the military as a combat medic in the Army. And one was finding the book Unlimited Power, because it talks about soft skills. It talks about understanding human behavior. It talks about training your brain. And it's such a difference maker, because as a police officer and in the military, I've seen things and been to places I hope none of y'all ever have to go to, in either the name of justice or freedom. And so how do I process all of that? I have to process it in my mind, just like you would do anything else, correctly. And that is with positive intervention all the time. And Tony Robbins' book is a lot about that. And I'm going to tell you something this, and I know I can end on this. Two things, Brent. One, and everybody needs to ask themselves, because I ask the kids this once a week at school: if your life was an Olympic sport, what medal would you win? Is it the gold? Maybe it's the bronze. But if it's not the gold, what do you need to win the gold medal? All right. You need to find a way to win the gold medal. The Cherokee Indians used to teach young braves about a good dog in their head and a bad dog in their head. One's telling you good stuff, one's telling bad. The little braves used to ask the chief, which one wins? Which dog wins, the good dog or the bad dog telling you stuff? And the chief said, the one you feed. So the one you feed is going to win today. So your life and your job is an Olympic sport, and you need to win that gold medal. All right. And the simple way to be successful is confidence and belief and understanding that life is short, and we need to enjoy it while we're here. We're all going to get knocked down, but we got to get back up. We got to keep going. And look, everybody has walked their walk out. You walk yours. You be you. You do your thing, and don't let anybody be a dream snatcher for you. And I appreciate this opportunity so much to come on today. And I'll be praying for y'all. I love Brent Palmer. He's been a good friend of mine, and there's not a better ally to have than Brent Palmer.
Todd Nix, thank you so much. Wow, what a message. I mean, Todd, I don't know if you see the chats and the comments.
I can't see
everybody
them.
everybody talking about you, but strong message. And I got to say this as we end, and I want to give away a couple of books. Everybody needs, all of us on the Coach's Corner. If you're watching this broadcast, you're watching this recording 2 years later, every one of us needs a Todd Nix in our life. And what I mean by that is, see, I get to have times with Todd Nix outside of you, and I get to have time with Todd Nix outside of you, and having allies like that in your network is so super powerful. And so I encourage you to find those. I encourage you to when you find those, see what you can do to partner together and do more for the area, for the community. And Todd, wow, you inspired me. I want to tell you this, just so powerful, how powerful the Coach's Corner is. I had a negative, like my mind went to a negative place 5 minutes before this call because of a situation. And I hear you speak, and it's completely changed the way I'm gonna move on this situation. And that's the power of kicking your day off on the right note. So we're going to give away Tony Robbins. And again, hey, Todd, anything I can ever do on your side to repay this opportunity of you coming in and sharing. If I ever need to share, you ever need me, I'm there for you. I know you know that, but really thank you. And thank you for your heart for helping others.
Thank y'all so much. I've enjoyed this. And let me say this. When I come and do these things and talk to people, Brent, just know that it helps me as much as it does anyone else, because I'm feeding myself good stuff.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I feel the same way. Well, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
All right. So let's put, I'm trying to think how we can do it. How about just the word train in the comments? We're going to give away a couple of books, Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. Somebody is going to train their brain by reading this book, train their mind. We're going to give away out on Facebook too. So go ahead in the comments. They're rolling through right now. Type in the word train. If you're on Facebook, like this video, comment on this video, and share it. And we're going to pick some people over there to send books to too, randomly on Facebook. So here we go. Andrea Rosser, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's our winner?
We have John Frick.
John Frick. Way
So
to go, John.
Please send me your address. We'll get it out to you. I'll put my phone number in the chat if you don't have it.
Hey, I want to give another book. I'm just going to pick him out. I'm picking him out. Okay. I guess since I'm buying the book, it's okay if I do this. Gerald Poole. Gerald, you're new to the community. I'm seeing what you're doing. I see the transformation that's creating in you. Keep it up, brother. You're inspiring us. So we're going to send you a copy of this book too, Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. And make sure you get your address to Andrea Rosser. She'll put her number in the comments. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. We're grateful for you. Let's go take this Thursday and let's find somebody and make them have a better day because we showed up in their life. God bless. Thank you, Mr. Todd Nix. Appreciate you, brother.
Blessings.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Nix,
Thank
have
you,
a great
Thank
day.
you.
Have a
Great
great
message.
message.
Great day.
Good day.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you, Mr.
Brent.